Hello, my name is Bill Blake, and today I would like to talk with you about people reading skills using the DISC assessment instrument. People are different. I think there's total consensus on that. They come in all colors, shapes, and sizes. But what we notice most is their behavior, and that is driven by a lot of factors that we do not see. It's almost like an iceberg. The 10% we see is driven by the 90% that is under the surface and that we can't see. The important thing is that we live in a multicultural world and a multicultural society. Therefore, different is not wrong. Different is simply different, and there is a richness in diversity. People have been observing and describing differences in behavior for hundreds of years, dating back to before the birth of Christ. Most of the models divide people into 4 groups based on some external or internal forces. Each type has a different way of looking at the world and a different set of needs and wants, objectives and fears. One of the most successful models was developed by William Marsden about 1928 based on his book, Emotions of Normal People. He divided people into 4 basic types based on their perception of the environment and their personal power over it. This has become the DISC model: D for dominance, I for influence, S for steadiness, and C for conscientiousness. Refined over decades of use, DISC instruments are based on a simple idea that the foundation of personal and professional success lies in knowing yourself, understanding others, and realizing the impact of your actions and attitudes on other people. These instruments have been used by over 40 million people worldwide. In Marsden's model, a high D relates to power, control, challenges, and assertiveness. You will notice self-confidence, decisiveness, and risk-taking. A high I relates to social situations and communication. You will see impulsiveness, friendliness, disorganization, and a lack of follow-through. A high S relates to patience, persistence, and thoughtfulness. You will see patience, a team player, stability, calm, easygoing nature, concern for the group, and resistance to change. A high C relates to rules, structure, and organization. You will see behavior that is cautious, precise, diplomatic, restrained, perfectionist, and factual. All individuals possess some characteristics from all groups, but tend to be dominant in one group and sometimes to a lesser extent in a second group. It is true that similar styles tend to be compatible socially, but work effectiveness is strengthened by mixing different styles. All styles can work together effectively, providing there is mutual respect, mutual trust, and a willingness to adapt. Each of the 4 styles can bring value to a team, a task, or an organizational or social environment. When they do come together with respect, trust, and a willingness to adapt, the synergy of a team approach can be achieved. Time is saved because there are fewer conflicts and greater cooperation. Personnel is retained because there is better person-job fit. Behavioral expectations are shared, and there is lower turnover costs, both direct and indirect. Customers are more satisfied because customer service personnel are skilled in adapting their approach to the needs of individual customers, with consequent greater repeat business. There are increased sales because the salesperson has adapted to the customer style, and the increased trust makes the sale easier. Thus, greater cooperation and greater satisfaction now makes the whole greater than the sum of its parts. Being able to read other people and understand their behavior leads to a positive climate where there is mutual trust, knowledge, trust, and a willingness to adapt our behavior to meet other people's needs. Developing this ability will make the achievement of peak performance that much easier. Thanks for watching our brief video. And remember, learning to read people will pay dividends.